Welcome to the Deliverables AI demo. When you first create your account, you'll land in My Workspace. My Workspace lets you create projects and set up some of the agents, but for now we're going to focus on projects. Click Create New Project, and you'll get into the workspace for that particular project. You can give it a name. In this case, we're going to be working on a company called Orion. We'll add some files that we can use for our analysis and report writing. We accept a mixture of Excel files, PowerPoint files, PDFs, and Word documents. It generally takes a couple of minutes for the files to upload and be indexed by Deliverables AI. And here we see when the indexing is complete, the length of time it takes to index is linked to a combination of how long and how complicated the document is. In this case, the presentation has a lot of images and charts, and the system is using a high-end OCR process to go through and take a look at them. And in the case of the annual report, it's just a very large document. While that is indexing, we can actually add in website pages. The website for Orion is orionlighting.com. We're going to submit that. We can scrape the entire website. I think we scrape up to 150 pages. That can help form important context for the reports you'll be generating and the presentations you'll be generating. Here in the sources panel, you can see the web pages that have come down, some images from the website, as well as those original documents we've uploaded. The images will be useful for when and if we create presentation. We can also have a system that will go out and use an agent to find additional information on the company that you're interested in. So in this case, you could say, that will create another process that will go out and find additional web pages to crawl and bring into your sources. You can also bring in other resources such as YouTube links that will be converted into a format that the AI can work with successfully. For any of the sources that are brought in, you can click on them to find out more information. See if we can go here. Certainly the images will show you what the scan has done as it pulled in those images, and what the underlying source material looks like that the AI is going to work with. Okay, so now we move on to the middle panel here, where you interact with an agent. The default agent here in this case is a business document maker, but you can change this to be a business broker, a sim slide maker, deal documentation agent, financial analysis expert, many different agents that we've configured here for you. I'm going to leave it as a general business document maker because it does have some good stuff in it. So first of all, a briefing document might help you understand a little bit about the client. Let's say this is an M&A process, and we are wanting to understand what a private equity buyer might think about this particular company. So we can enter that there. These shortcuts down the bottom here populate this prompt box up the top here, so you can see exactly what's going to be created before you press the button there. You can prompt it to do a due diligence report from here, do Orion. If you wanted to do an FAQ, a SWOT analysis, you can fire off all sorts of things there that go through the source documents, use the latest AI to build those reports there. If you want to create a presentation, you can switch to one of these presentation agents. So in this case, we'll pick a board advisor. You can generate slides, slide by slide, or select all to prepare a whole presentation. In this case, we'll just do the executive overview. Down the side here is where you see the deliverables created. You can see that M&A briefing document is here. Helps you understand a little bit about the challenges that this company has and gives you some talking points should you potentially need them. You can download any of the written analysis in Microsoft Word that you can then edit and use internally if you desire. Here's the executive summary that's come through, and here is an example of the slides that we would create. The slides are downloadable to Microsoft PowerPoint and editable there. I do encourage you to explore the different agents that we have and all of the capabilities that each of the agents have. One thing to note is that if you do generate a slide that has images in the layout, it will pull from the images that has been scanned from the website, as well as AI create images if it can't find an appropriate one. So here's an example. This looks like an image that was pulled from their website. In terms of customizing agents, when you view this, you'll see this button down the bottom to customize this agent. You can then make this your own board reporting agent, My Board Advisor. And here you can actually create instructions for each of the slides that you want in your slide-by-slide presentation. You can include variable names that will prompt the user to generate those particular slides, as well as pick the layout that you want for that particular slide. Finally, on the presentation agents, you can customize the theme colors as well. Additional customizations of these agents can be done through working with us on one of our enterprise plans, so please contact us if you have any questions. To upgrade, you can select one of these plans. It includes a certain number of credits. The credits are explained on our pricing page, and they are also available to be viewed here on the sidebar. All right, we hope you enjoy creating some fantastic deliverables using Deliverables.